Almas, and today I'm going to show you how to make Baingan Bharta. So Baingan means eggplant in English, and Bharta is basically like a roasted vegetable. So we're making roasted eggplant. This is a really yummy recipe, and I think you're really going to like it. So let's do a quick breakdown of the ingredients that we're going to need. So we have 1 cup of chopped onion, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 serrano pepper sliced. It's about 3 inches that I used. You could always add a little bit more if you wanted a little spicier, and 1 teaspoon of minced ginger, and 2 Roma tomatoes diced, half a teaspoon of red chili powder. Again, if you wanted a little bit more mild, you can use less, and a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, and 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1 1/4 teaspoon salt, and this is per taste, so you could add less or more if you want. A 1/4 cup of coriander, and of course our 1 large eggplant, and extra virgin olive oil that we're going to coat the eggplant with and saute the onions with. So we have our 1 large eggplant, and then I have a pan that I just wrapped with foil. It's just a lot easier for cleanup, and we have our extra virgin olive oil. So I'm just gonna coat the eggplant with some olive oil. It's gonna help with getting a smoky flavor while it's roasting, and it's gonna make it a lot easier to peel the skin off. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit in my hand. It's like about a tablespoon, and we're just gonna coat the eggplant. So we're gonna pop this in the oven at 500 degrees for 20 minutes. So we have the eggplant in the oven, and now we're ready to get started with the rest of our ingredients. So we're gonna start with browning the onions. It's gonna take about 15 to 20 minutes. I know it feels tedious, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it. We'll get a really nice sweetness from the onions, and then the smokiness from the eggplant, and that little bit of heat from the serrano pepper and the chili powder. It's gonna really taste really good together. So I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup of oil to our pot. So let's get started with sauteing these onions. So we're gonna add half a teaspoon of the salt, and this will just give some flavor and kind of help the onions to sweat out. We're about 15 minutes in, and the onions are browning really nicely. And when I first started helping my mom in the kitchen, this was the first job I ever got, was to fry the onions. And I hated every second of it, and I still hate it now. But it's worth it because the food tastes so yummy with some caramelized onions. It's like an annoying rite of passage that my brothers and I all went through. It's been about 20 minutes now. The onions look great, and we're actually going to scoop these out of the pot into a bowl to set aside, and our eggplant's ready to come out of the oven too. So we've taken all of the onions out, and we still have some of the oil left, which is perfect because we're going to heat up our cumin seeds. So we're gonna let that cook for like about 30 seconds. So we have it at a low heat right now. I'm gonna put it to like a medium low. So we're gonna add our garlic, serrano pepper, and ginger. And we're gonna cook this for about a minute. And it's important to make sure you kind of keep stirring it because you don't want anything to burn, just like we did with the onions. Okay, we're ready to add our onions back in. Just gonna stir that together. And we're gonna add our tomatoes. And we're gonna add another half a teaspoon of salt to the tomatoes. So we really just want to cook these tomatoes down. It's going to take about another 10 to 15 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes now, and the tomatoes are cooking down, and we're going to add the rest of our spices. So we have our chili powder and turmeric. And we have our ground coriander and ground cumin. We're gonna let this cook for another 5 to 10 minutes on that low heat. And while this cooks, we're gonna go ahead and peel the skin off of our eggplant. All right, so we're ready to peel the skin off of the eggplant. It shouldn't be too hot anymore since it had time to cool down while we were preparing the rest of the ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead and take a knife and just cut off this top portion here. And now the skin should just come right off. Okay, we have all of the skin peeled off, and now I'm just gonna kind of roughly just chop it up in here a little bit. And we're just gonna add this back into our tomatoes that are cooking right now. Okay, so we're gonna add our eggplant into our tomato onion mixture. So we're just combining the eggplant with our mixture. I'm gonna add about a 1/4 teaspoon more salt. So I'm gonna turn the heat up to about a medium-low. And we're gonna just combine the eggplant with the tomato onion mixture and let it just cook together for another 10 minutes. It's been about another 10 minutes and it's all cooked down together beautifully. And we're ready to add our 1/4 cup of cilantro. Okay, we can turn the heat off and we're ready to eat it. All right, we're all done and ready to try it. I like to eat it with naan. You could eat it with rice or just tortilla, even plain with yogurt's good too. It's so yummy. Baingan Bharta is a super popular dish, and now you can make it for yourself at home. I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe. I hope you do try it at home, and subscribe for some more awesome videos. Bye!